Why do so many people quit before their breakthrough? The truth, they believe the myth that you can work smart without working hard. Everyone says, work smart, not hard. But here's what they miss. Hard work is the requirement for smart work. You cannot shortcut the 10,000 hours of mastery. And without mastery, all the real strategies in the world won't save you when the real challenges come. Let me break this down for you with real examples. In this video, I will talk about the smart work myth everyone believes. Next, I will talk about the 10,000 hours foundation. Then I will talk about when smart work actually works. And then I will talk about why people quit before their breakthrough. Finally, I will give you an action plan. Let's get started with the myth. The work smart, not hard is incomplete and dangerous. People think that they can just keep the grind and start making millions. But that's wrong. Because even with the smart AI engineer that made $250 million, example that I used yesterday, he just didn't wake up one morning and got that offer. He studied a particular problems that Facebook found to be valuable for them and to be valuable for up to 250 million. Earlier this year, I tried to learn Python. And as a mechanical engineer, I didn't have the opportunity to do a lot of Python in school. If you are on the internet right now, you will understand what they call vibe coding. And a lot of people think that because they can vibe code, they will keep learning all the coding language and just become a senior software engineer. Vibe coding is great, and I love AI for that, because when you really understand how to debug using vibe coding, you can accelerate your learning curve for Python. And I still think to get to the senior level, you will have to put a lot of hours. And in that regard, people who just believe that vibe coding would take them to the senior, I think they have the wrong idea. AI can help you get to a junior engineer at best. So you will still have to put on the hours to be able to understand the 10,000 line of code. And I think that's what a lot of people skip. And another good example is lately I've been listening a lot to books like Mastery and to examples like Mr. Beast. And he went ahead and said that 10,000 hours is just the beginning. And if it was him, he would change that 10,000 hours rule to 100,000. Just to make you understand how committed one's got to be able to get to the mastery level. And at 10,000, yeah, you've earned a badge to start working smart. But if you're a beginner, I don't know why you will stress trying to find the best strategies to do this or to do that. What you can do is get your feet wet, start walking with your hands, start doing something. Like Mr. B said, your first 100 videos are going to be bad. So just get it out. No matter what you do, it's going to be bad. And he gives a great advice. Each video, just trying to make something better. The way you dress, your lighting, your thumbnails, there is so many things that you can improve. And by the time that you've put enough work, you can start worrying about the beautiful strategies to do this and to do that. And I think that's what most people need to listen to, instead of just jumping to the sweet spot of I'm gonna work smart. Working hard is a requirement to work smart. You need to earn that value. If you don't think like that, you're gonna be frustrated like most people are, and they give up. But Mr. Beast didn't. I think a lot of people just like that advice of working smart because it sounds easier. And it's not helping them, because like Zig Ziglar said, it's better to be ready and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not have the skill. Because when an opportunity is given to you and you cannot handle it, you haven't put in the foundation of hard work, you haven't been prepared, you're gonna crumble. But even if you are overview, for a promotion and you are ready, you have put in the work, I guarantee you always gonna find a way. Even if it's not what you are looking at, the position you want, the promotion you want, there's always something that's going to come on the other side. There's always a door that's going to open for you when you're ready. There's no way you have mastery level and you are struggling. Life doesn't work like that. Life always reward the prepared person. And when somebody is unprepared and they get an opportunity, it's very dangerous because they will get stressed, they will make a lot of mistakes, and they will destroy their reputation. But here's what the successful people actually do. They put the hard work first. They put the 10,000 hours of deliberate practice necessary to get to the mastery level. Like the 10,000 was a study done about the people in history who really made big changes, like Picasso, and all the great. The person who did the study realized that in order for them to get to the mastery level, they had to do deliberate practice for 10,000 hours. And he didn't really calculate the 10,000 hours, but it was a good approximation. And when they say 10,000 hours, it's like deliberate. You got to be intentional. It's not just because you spend 8 hours a day at your job that after 10,000 hours, after 5 years, you're going to be a master. No, you got to do the thing that you want to master for 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. Picasso, he had to paint 10,000 hours. He had to study the human body, the anatomy, master every little element. I mean, obviously starting with animals and then understanding the structure and how to paint humans. So that's what 10,000 hours of deliberate practice means. Consider me as an example. To become an engineer, I had to deliberately practice math, physics, chemistry for hours and hours to become an engineer. And there's no way you will become a great engineer without knowing math, physics, and chemistry. That's actually a requirement. So if you want to graduate, you need to master those skills. And then at your job, you will use them on a regular basis. In business, this means whatever aspect of your business you're trying to master, you need to deliberate effort towards it equivalent to 10,000 hours, whether it's marketing, sales, project management, you name it. Here is another perfect example. If you've seen The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, you will see how much time he put in towards preparation to become the greatest of all time. Even when you look at athletes like Usain Bolt or whatever your favorite athlete is, usually the people at the top are the people who have mastered the craft and they've put a lot of hours toward it, a lot of hard work, not just smart work at the gym or with a trainer, right? Kobe explained how he will wake up 2 hours in the morning from 4 o'clock to 6 a.m., get his shots in, go back home, eat, relax, go back on the court from 10 to noon, train. By game time, he already put in 4 to 6 hours more than all other competitors. That's why he became the master after putting all that work in. And Kobe is a great example. So when those working smart actually kick in, working smart kicks in after you've put enough foundation working hard. Then you can start strategizing because it becomes second nature to you. It becomes so natural that people think you were born doing it. Nobody was born playing basketball. Nobody was born playing football. Nobody was born playing baseball. All those are learned habits by hard work. So that's when hard work, smart work kicks in. After you put all that foundation and it becomes so natural that people think you're so talented and you were born with it. But in fact, you've worked hard, you've trained, you've drilled it so many times that you see all the shortcut. You can see things that everybody else sees 8 seconds later because you've done it so much that, just anticipate. And it's not fair, but that's when the smart work start kicking and you start getting exponential results. Like that tiny little line of smart work plus strategy gives you that edge that everybody chasing. As a reminder, to get to that edge, you need to put a lot of hard work. A strong example is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, when he tells his story, he didn't start as the greatest investor of all time. He started as a young man, chasing strategies like all of us do, playing with the stock market, trying to find the best way to buy the cheapest stock at the right time so we can get profit. It's not until he met Benjamin Graham, great man in his life, that his investment strategy really changed. And he explained how Benjamin Graham gave him the framework. And then his best friend, Charlie Munger, told him an even better framework to embellish whatever his mentor gave him. But it wasn't until late in his that he started blooming. But before that, he was struggling. And hadn't he met Benjamin Graham, like he said, he would have still been a good investor, but not the greatest of all time. So the hard work plus the framework and the strategy that his friend and mentor gave him took him to the next level. And that's what mastery is. But here's the reality that most people face. Most people look for the shortcut before mastery. They look for the smart work. They don't look for the hard work. They don't want to go through all the trials and errors. They just want this best strategy right off the bat. But it doesn't work like that in real life. In real life, good things takes time. Like I was saying earlier with Warren Buffett, he thinks in decades. Like most successful people, they think in decades. They don't think in months or in years. When he buys a stock, it's like, can I keep this stock for the next 10 years? If not, he doesn't buy it. And when somebody is right off the bat looking for the perfect strategy, it's because they want, to get the honey, like the multi-million dollars in the next month. I know I like to say getting rich quick is not a scam. It's just because I believe in hard work too before smart work. But when you're already there, like I talked again earlier, mixing the smart work with the strategy makes you move exponentially. But in order to get to the smart work, you need to put in the hard work. If you haven't put any hard work, don't expect to go to the exponential return. If you haven't put any hard work, getting rich quick might be a scam. You need to put in the work. So if you are confident, if you're an entrepreneur and you're confident that you've put in the work, then you deserve the exponential return. So that's my whole point. Another great idea is from Think and Grow Rich, where Napoleon Hill say a lot of people stop 3 feet from goal because opportunity often comes disguised as hard work, as misfortune. And a lot of people fall for that. Instead of going that extra mile, instead of pushing a little bit more, 3 feet from goal, they give up. Instead of saying, hey, who can help me here? Is it a coach? Is it a mentor? Is it a professional? They stop 3 feet from goal and they never reach their potential, they never get to their breakthrough. So it's very critical when you decide to quit to really analyze and figure out, am I stopping 3 feet from goal? Make sure that you're not making these huge mistakes that a lot of people make because they don't want to do hard work. So here's what to do instead. Here are some practical steps to embrace hard work as your foundation. Number one, pick your 10,000 hours. Choose one skill that you're going to master in order to become the best. It can be sales, it can be marketing, it can be communication. Pick one. Commit to mastering it, whether it is in your job, your career, or your entrepreneurship endeavors. Number two, track your progress. Celebrate your daily practice. Celebrate your grind, not just your results. Document it all. Number three, celebrate your plateau. When progress feels slow, that's when you are building real mastery. Number four, prepare for your blessings. Work so hard that when your blessing comes, you are overqualified. Here is a perfect example. The Facebook engineer just didn't get lucky with the $250 million. He was so prepared that he could turn that $120 million. That's what the power of 10,000 hours of hard work can do for you. Stop looking for shortcuts. Start building your foundation. Your shortcut, your breakthrough that you're waiting for is also waiting for you on the other side of hard work. Hard work isn't the enemy of smart work. Put in your 10,000 hours and start watching the powerful strategies coming to flourish after you've put in the work. Smart work can come. It's time to show up and take action.